If you would please rise, face the north end zone where our flag is proudly displayed. At this time, we would like to honor America with our national anthem.
Yep.
All right, football fans, welcome to homecoming night here at the Trojan Tundra here in Bourbon, Indiana. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Caden Atkins and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network as we welcome in the 4-2 Winamac Warriors after they defeated Caston last week for our Trojans. They played a well-fought game against Knox, came up short in the final drive there, 22-18. These two teams squared off a season ago where it came down to a field goal towards the end, and that was the final, 23-20 a season ago. Caden, this is going to be you're going to see a lot of similarities between these two offenses here tonight.
I don't know about you, but I've been thinking about this game all week, and I'm not even playing in it. After last week's heartbreaking loss to Knox, these guys have to have been just ready to go, raring at it to play these Winamac Warriors tonight.
And you kind of look as far as how things kind of look and with this group and who they've beaten. I mean, I think if we look at the record, if we played those teams, I think we'd be 4-2 as well. I mean, we have a better win against South Central. We faced some tougher opponents, and I think that's where you kind of see where we got that 3-point advantage according to John Harrell coming into tonight. But when you look down along the sides, I mean, they don't have a lot of size as far as along the line, but they do have a lot of athleticism. They got a big guy, number 70, Logan Schultz, 6'4", 260 pounds. He's going to be your main guy along the line, but keep an eye on Russell Compton. This is a guy that's going to throw the ball quite a bit, but yet he's a pretty good runner too.
Ready for some football.
So we'll get ready to get things underway. Trojans come in, like we said, for Coach Rodney Eunice, 13 seasons, 45 wins as a head coach, 3 sectional titles, 2 as a head coach. And still lead his group out, who's really, we look at the stat lines and everything else, this is a group that's playing a lot better each week.
They've matured each week. They're really starting to put it together. We saw that last week against Knox. They were just this close. They need to make that next step today and get a win tonight against Winamac.
And that's kind of what they're going to need. They're going to get I think you get the ball here on this first time. You need to march right down and put points on the scoreboard and see what you can do with that. Why does it feel like I'm echoing?
Get the mic down there.
Try that.
The mic. I need to shut it off. Oh, I can shut it off over here.
So here we go, Max Murray.
Max Murray
back to kick. And you're going to have Anthony Shue back deep to return. He's gotten a lot of better returning kicks. It's a high kick. It's going to go back to that next level as Nate Amson's got the big tight end's going to take off and go. Gets through, runs over the defender, and they'll start around about the 32-yard line is where they'll set up shop. As Cole Shively, the freshman quarterback, heads out.
First and 10 for
You're going to look along the line out there. You're going to have Caleb Lemler with Cam Shively, your 2 bookends. You're going to have Landon Lemler and Farrell in there at the 2 guard spots, and then you're going to see Josh Lemler take back over underneath center, where he was at a week ago and played really well, I think, in that whole game.
Yeah, it was nice to see Josh snapping the ball, and we saw Farrell able to then be the pulling guard and do some different things there. Go.
And there goes Trey Shue now rumbling forward. He's got some space. Going to get brought down from behind there at the end of the play by Zane Bell. Watch Trey Shue get some space here. Gets up through the middle, and Compton had a beat on him but couldn't quite wrap him up and bring him down, but he gets a big run on first down. That's the kind of momentum you want to see coming right out of the gate.
Yeah, you saw that there. Wasn't great blocking, nothing up front. Shue just made a move and was able to take off with it all the way down to the 39-yard line.
30-yard run.
So 30-yard run on the play.
Ball spotted at the Warrior 39-yard line.
Not a bad way to go. So the offensive line back up again here. 1st and 10 from the Winamac 39-yard line. Irvine here to the near side. McIntyre in motion, going to go to a sweep on the outside. Has to cut up. Compton misses him again. He'll get up forward again for a few yards. That's 2 runs back-to-back where Compton had the runner lined up but couldn't quite wrap him up and bring him down.
He's just not breaking down and getting low and wrapping up. He's just trying to run out there full speed in one move, and you're going to be able to shake that all day long.
And like you said right there, I mean, you have your chance to, like you said, you got to shake. There's just getting shook off in a hurry. But Compton, 6'1", 180 pounds. I mean, he's got a lot of weight to him, so, I mean, he should be able to bring those runners down.
We'll see what they do here.
McIntyre back in motion. They're going to go up to Shue, and Shue's going to get through, and he's going to get wrapped up. It hangs right on tight. Nice bit of tackling there by number 54, Dylan Brown, for the Warriors. Lose a yard on the play. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Field position is going to be a big part of today's game. We saw last week Triton started the ball at their own 40-yard line roughly each drive, and that was what led to their success. They had shorter fields, less ground to cover. If they can get that tonight, they'll be successful.
like you said, they moved the ball really well. They moved the ball with a good mix of run and pass. I mean, the run was a little bit heavier, obviously, but yet they still moved the ball really well through the air as well. Shively going to go up to Trey Shue. He's going to run right up the middle, going to get stopped short. Be about 4th and about 4 coming up.
They're going to go for it.
To the 34-yard line.
I think you got to. I think you got to come out and make a statement
Picks
right
up
here.
2 yards. It'll be 4th and 5.
So after that big run, Triton's been stagnant these last 3 plays. 4th and 5 coming up.
So Keegan West, they were checking in. He'll be the wide out here all by himself. They're going to switch a player out here to the near side.
Braden Lynch, the seniors, on
Shively
top of
play action
Keegan.
fake. He's got Cabrera wide open on the far side. Cabrera holds it in, and that'll be a big first down. You kind of watch. He took off the defense, forgot where he was at, and he just had a wide open spot out there on the left side.
They were all concerned with Keegan Westerfer over here. We see Lucas just break out. There's no one there to cover him. I don't know if that was supposed to be Kiefer, number 78 there, but
yeah, Kiefer kind of stayed put and was kind of watching up there along the line, and it was real slow getting back in coverage. So that was a good job by Cole Shively to see he had one of his best wideouts wide open down the field.
Not to mention Homecoming King.
Homecoming, exactly. The King's out there, is ready to go. Going to have 2 wide receiver split here to the near
There's
side.
no one there. They're going to come out on him now. Lucas is wide open at the start there.
Anthony Shue's got a hill rumble forward. 5 yard, gets up out to the 6-yard line. Anthony Shue, well, hey, he was the Prince tonight, too. So
number 22, Anthony Shue.
Got some royalty out there. So Westaver gets the call, relays
Picks
it in.
Up 4 yards to the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal.
So he'll come here to the near side. Split everybody. Put 2 wideouts here to the near side. McIntyre and Shue the backs. Shively goes, going to go back to Anthony Shue. He's got some blockers up front. He fumbles the football in the red zone. Compton is going to fall on it, I believe. Winamac's going to pick it up there. Braden Lynch picks it up as Compton kind of tipped away.
Let's watch this here.
He kind of had that ball split away from him. Like I said, those 3 points of contact. Had that ball to the outside. A little bit of contact, it loses it.
Bo Brandt just reaches his arm up there and peanut punches that ball out from behind. Good play there. We've seen Anthony fumble quite a bit this year. We saw it against Judson. He's got to hold on to that ball with 2 hands. He's got some time to learn that, but if you're playing at that varsity level, you need to learn that now.
Oh, exactly, especially when you're down the red zone with short field and you got a chance to punch it in. Got to capitalize on those. Compton back under center. And a similar offense. Looks like he's going to go over there to Trent Fox, and he's going to get a short carry on the play.
Number 35, Trent Fox, the ball carrier.
Looks like Jeremiah Farrell in on the tackle.
No gain.
No gain on the play.
So like we said, not going to be a ton of size along the line, but hey, that's kind of where we've been kind of battling a little bit earlier in the season, but yet our line has really improved as the season's gone on. But not a lot of size on that Winamac offensive line.
So a couple changes to the defense that we saw last week. Cole Irvine and what we got here?
Compton's going to go to 5. Nope, Compton's going to keep it running forward. And that was a good read there. I believe that was Caleb. No, Jeremiah Farrell in on the tackle. Caleb Lemler, those two tied up with one another, brought them down. 3rd and 9 now from their own 21.
Shively and Irvine are playing the corners this week as opposed to Mari and Gavin Butler.
Like I said, Cole kind of earned some playing time, has some big plays there defensively. He read the wideouts really well, but he's right up on him on the man coverage. Compton's going to go back at him. Might see a pass here. Fox in motion. Compton rolling right. Shively stays with him. That'll bring up 4th down as the pass is incomplete to Braden Lynch. And here comes the punt team for Winamac.
Good pressure. I believe that was Nate Amsden in there attacking Compton on the throw there.
Did a good job. Saw that he rushed outside, got through his lineman there, and got back in the backfield. But Cole Shively stayed with his receiver. That was a real good defensive stop by him.
Catch the ball in the air. Let's go, Anthony.
Quick drive now. Minute 35 seconds.
So this could be big here for Anthony Shue if he can get a good return here. As they'll get it away. That one's going to take a hop. That's going to take a Trojan bounce.
48.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up. Yeah, no, who was the punter? I feel like he could have ran up the punter. 21 the punter? Yeah, 21, Braden Heater.
Number 21, Braden Heater's punt.
So the Trojans take off
Down
their own
at the
48. Good
Triton
starting field position. You got to shake
48-yard
off that
line.
fumble, but yet
Trojans
you got to go right
take
back
over
down and do what
first
you were doing
and
on that
10.
last drive.
That fumble's heartbreaking down there at the 6-yard line, but they showed they were resilient on defense there. They stopped them. 1 yard allowed on that drive. So, I mean, you've got the momentum. Use it again. Get down there, get another big play, chunk play, get down in the red zone.
Overload here on the side. He's going to go to McIntyre, and he's going to get blown up in the backfield. Getting through there is Bo Brandt.
He's who forced the fumble.
He did a good job shooting the gap there and getting through
Loss on the
and
play
bringing down the
back
ball
to the
carrier.
33-yard line. Loss of 5. It'll be 2nd and 15.
West will go in, relay the play. West Haver's out left, ball by himself. Shoes in the back, Trey Shoe in the backfield. Ames and Cabrera here near side. Cabrera in motion. Looks like they fumbled the snap.
He lost his footing. He took that. I think they're going to run like almost a speed on the outside there with Lucas, and Cole just kind of tripped up.
Back to the 42. It'll be 3rd and 16.
So 3rd and 16 now. Trojans moving backwards here on this drive as Irvine will relay in the call. And like you said, you saw Trey Shoe take off and go earlier. Winamac's done a real good job kind of pressing in and filling up those gaps here on this drive. Nate Anderson's got some cushion there with Trent Fox here on the near side. Sidley going to have to drop
Screen
it across.
pass.
Finds the screen for Lucas Cabrera. Cabrera running hard, loses the football.
Out of bounds. That's our ball.
So it went
And a
out
first
of bounds
down.
and a first down. That was a lucky break there for Lucas Cabrera.
Screen pass.
Boy, watch this here. Lucas just stays put. All the linemen get downfield. Lucas just has to follow them. Kind of takes that outside route. And
That was a good job by Braden Lynch to come in and knock it free.
luckily for Triton, rolled out of bounds.
Trojans got a lucky break there. They got to hang on to that football. 2 fumbles here on their first 2 drives.
Wonder if it's the cold. This is the first cold game they've had to play other than Judson. And we saw fumbles against Judson. They just can't hold on to the ball.
I mean, the big thing is no win, but yet you got to hang on to that ball. Shively going to go to Trey Shoe. Trey Shoe coming through.
Trey Shoe, ball carrier.
I don't know if that was just a missed block there or.
Kind of looked like there's just a missed assignment as the Winamac just powers through
Loss
there.
of a yard. Back
Second
to the
down and
Winamac
11 now.
41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and
Irvine
11.
relays it in. Shively goes back to work. Like I said, had him a game last week passing the football. And that nice pass to Lucas Cabrera put him up early. And Hunter McIntyre had a game as well. Had a real big game against this Winamac team a season ago.
I believe Winamac is offsides. Number 54, I think.
Encouragement against the defense.
Dylan Brown, I think
Dylan
it's who that
Brown
off.
offsides.
To the 36-yard line.
Trojans get a break
And it'll be
with the
2nd and
penalty.
6.
2nd and 6. They got to capitalize on these penalties.
Yeah, they're just giving you free yards at this point. If you don't do anything with them, that's on you.
As this group, like you said, I mean, they played the way they played football last week. They're going to be a tough team to beat. The way the Trojans played last week, this is a tough group.
We need to see that next week against Cherubusco in sectional time. That is when it's really going to matter.
Trey Shoe gets it, and he's going to lower that head and drive right through.
Ooh.
He clamps down
Keep
that
them legs
football.
moving, big fella. Keep them moving.
And the big man, the Diesel,
Trey
keeps
Shoe
right on
picking up the
going.
first down for Triton
Move those chains
at the
as the
Warrior
Diesel rumbles forward for a
29-yard
first
line.
down.
A gain of 7.
That's Triton's 4th first down of the first quarter. They have more first downs than Winamac does offensive plays at this point.
So West Haver out there now. 1st and 10 from the Winamac 29-yard line. Trojans moving the ball well in their first couple drives. Got to capitalize on this. Ryan Amson will reset here to the near side. Shiley's going to roll out. He cuts back in. So he gets wrapped up on the keeper.
Loses 2 yards back
As
to
on
the
attack
31,
goes Remington
which is second and
Schwartz.
12.
Kind of led the charge there. This line is kind of having a hard time building their blocking assignments here in this first quarter.
And that's, from what we saw last week, this is an oddity because they were hitting everything last week. They were perfectly firing on every cylinder.
And to me, against a Knox team that had a real good front. I mean, they're very strong. I mean, we did our job last week. Kind of slow going here. So you got a pass. Here comes the free rusher. Shively just tucks it and goes down. 3rd down and long coming up.
Number 45.
3rd down
Grant
coming up.
On the sack. Ross is back to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 22. Loss
Like I
of
said, you
10.
just saw a free runner just kind of come right through there. Just the blocking assignments, they're just getting missed all over the place.
When you see that and you've got a receiver in one-on-one coverage, throw it up to him. Don't take a 10-yard sack like that. That's the worst thing you can do in that situation because now you're left with a 3rd and 22 from the 41. And if they don't move the ball substantially here, they're going to probably punt the ball.
Amson late to take off there. Here comes the pressure. Shive is going to get sacked from behind. Hanging on to it a little too long there as Zane Bell gets through for the sack. And Lucas Cabrera will come out to punt it away. Now right here, if Lucas Cabrera can continue his punting ability he's had this season, he's pinned him in twice inside the 20, but he's had 2 get pinned down to the 2-yard line.
Another 10-yard loss, and it's 4th and 32.
So offense sputtering here. Cabrera to go. Back deep to receive is Jaden Terry. It's kind of a line drive kick. Terry's going to take it around. Oh, he'll muff the punt. Here they come. Down, they rip him up. Heck of a play there by Jeremiah Farrell as the Winamac Warriors were confused on the return. Brings them down. They'll get started deep in their own territory. Watch Farrell just take off down here. He kept his head up. Watch as Terry was trying to get rid of it. They're trying to fight with it.
Then it looked like he was trying to hand it off to, I can't quite see the number.
Braden Lynch, he was trying to hand it off to him for some kind of
trickery. I don't
know what you're trying to do.
You don't have enough time for trickery.
Especially after you muff it, you got to find a way to get up. And Farrell did a great job covering it. Get down there and bring it down the returner. Compton's going to go to work out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
They've got 2 over here.
He's going to go up. He's in there on the carry. Hayden Clark.
They're setting up a screen for later in the game. They had 2 guys over here. Cole was on the one, and then they were almost stacked on top of each other. The one came out blocking. He stood here like it was an RPO, so watch that for later in the game.
You'll see some RPO. Like you said, I kind of watched that. There was no defender out there. Got to pay attention to that. Just a little over a minute to go here in the first quarter. All zeros on the scoreboard. They got 3 receivers to the right.
You got to shift over.
Compton's going to keep it. He's going to see some space rumbling up forward. Farrell's going to trip him up.
25-yard line.
Number 12, Russell Compton.
That'll be a 1st down for Winamac.
Picks up the 1st down at the 25-yard line.
That's their first down of the ball game.
9-yard gain.
On only their 5th play of offense.
Ooh. Looks like we got rain coming into the equation here in a little while. Probably here about by just enough time, just after halftime.
I didn't see that.
Compton back to work out of the shotgun, looking right, going to go over to Trent Fox. Fox is in the screen. Cabrera can't quite run him down. Cole Shive trying to help. Farrell and Cabrera bring him down. Not until after a big gain there.
Let's watch this again.
It's kind of slow going. Fox gets there. Cabrera just couldn't quite get
Cabrera took a bad angle. He came where he was instead of where he's going to be, and so he ended up chasing him like that. That's the pursuit drill that you're supposed to run in practice.
You kind of, when you get there, like you said, you got to get that right angle. You can seal off that. You're going to seal that off, and Fox would have had to stutter and slow down. Then that would give you enough time to go up and just
let him cut back ahead towards everyone else on the field. You can allow that. Don't let him get that outside leverage to you.
Compton again going to go with quarterback keeper Nate Amson. Can't reach there and get him. Compton running forward. So something Coach Eunice said got to keep an eye on in the Times-Union article is Compton, don't let him get out and go running early, because he'll make you pay.
Compton, the ball carrier.
That's the end of the first quarter, all zeros.
47-yard line of Triton.
As Trojans got to get it figured back out as Winamac's got some
It'll be
momentum coming on
2nd and 1
offense.
to start the second quarter for Winamac when play resumes.
So like we were saying, as far as the rushing group going, you look at Hunter McIntyre, 470 yards on the ground for the season. He had over 150 yards rushing against this team a season ago down at Winamac. But you had Anthony Shue and Trey Shue both over 300 yards rushing. That running game just seems to be stagnant with this offensive line, not able to key on their blocks here.
That's the thing. You just hit it on the head. If they're not getting their blocks, these guys aren't going to – they can't make a move against 11 guys. They can make a move against one guy, but you have to block so they can get out and make that one move and get down the field and get these chunk plays.
And there ain't very many that can make 11 guys miss. And only those guys you see playing on Sunday that can make 11 guys miss. This group, I mean, they got to be better. I mean, they get that ball down the red zone. They got to hang on the ball. 2 fumbles in those first 2 drives. Luckily, they got one of them back, but they got to hang on to that ball and they got to do a better job moving that blocking up front. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night.
And on the defensive side, Winamac has found a spark. Quarterback draws, the screen pass out of that shotgun. They've had success so far. I imagine they're going to try to abandon that wing T the rest of the game if they continue this success.
Especially with the team that really struggled against the pass last week against Knox.
Yep, Knox was able to drive 98 yards on that last drive to seal the game.
Compton's going to go. Clark on the carry, just rumbling right through forward. Amari Snyder held on to him, had to wait for a whole host of Trojans to come bring him down. Winamac on the move.
To the Triton 38-yard line.
That line of Fairchild, Lemler, Shively, and Amson just having their hands full
Pick up
here on this drive.
And a first down.
Farrell's been kind of in on that one as well. Compton going to go back to Clark. He's got to bounce his back around. Lucas Cabrera's got to beat on him. Can't get there. Clark showing off the speed. Gets outside.
Pursuit drill, that same thing. Lucas ended up trailing him because he took that bad angle.
Cole Shively and Jeremiah Farrell forcing him out of bounds. Brings him second down to Mandeville.
To the 36, that'll be 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. But Clark, you got to pay it off to him. He used that speed to kind of bounced off of his blockers, got it outside. Knew he had Lucas beat on the outside and just took right off. Because that right there would have been negative plays, negative yards if Lucas could have got through and keyed in on that tackle. Second down and 8 from the Trojan 36. Compton going to go over here to Clark on the sweep. Cam Shively tries to get there. And bringing him down is going to be Lucas Cabrera. Both Shivleys couldn't quite trip him up. Third down coming up.
Clark was lined up off center of the quarterback Compton. He was over to the left side. That's almost a dead giveaway. He's running it to the right side. You have to recognize that if you're the Trojan. You have to shift or do something because that's a hard pitch if you're trying to throw that short side, have him run back left.
And this is where that defense has got to stand tall. They did on the first drive. They know they can pull up and stop them. They just got to fasten those chin straps and play some big boy football. Compton out of the shotgun. Dropping back. Look, here comes the pressure. Jeremiah Farrell. The fridge froze him up on third down.
Number 58.
That was a good job by Jeremiah Farrell to get through there to key on the quarterback and bring him down. Big play there for the Big Blue Wrecking Crew.
Loss us back to the 41-yard line. Loss of 7.
Yeah, that was third and very manageable all the way back to 4th and long now. Exactly when Triton needed it too. Farrell stepped up and made that big play.
It's a great play by him. Heater back to kick. Farrell almost gets there to block. It's a high kick. It's going to take a Winamac roll all the way back to the 10-yard line. So this is the furthest back the Trojans have had to start since Pioneer, I believe.
10-yard line.
They've had great starting field position last week.
Farrell, though, almost gets there on the block. I mean, he had just about a half a step. He had him. So first down and 10.
First and 10 for the
their own
Trojans
10-yard line.
10-yard line.
See what Winamac can do up front. As the linebackers have really keyed in. See if the linemen can hone this in here in the second quarter, have a bigger second quarter. Lemler the center. Goes to Shively. Shoe's got it. He'll run right through, get a couple yards on the carry. As in there on the tackle was Zane Bell and Hayden Clark.
Picks up 3 yards to the 13, 2nd and 7.
Like you said, maybe the cold weather's just affecting enough to, or just throwing them off their game just enough.
And I see a lot of them down there wearing short sleeves underneath your pads. Who are you trying to prove that to? I mean, wear a long sleeve, stay warm. Don't.
And Diesel still on his feet and rumbling forward. They can't hang on to him. Trey Shoe breaks out of it. He's still on his feet. And he's about to get run down from behind from Kiefer. The Diesel put her in four-wheel drive and drove right down the field to the 50-yard line. Big run there for Trey Shoe.
I really like it when Trace gets the ball. He keeps those legs churning at all times. I don't see him stop his legs. Even when he hits the ground, he's still running.
Like I said, just like a diesel pickup on a truck, on a good diesel pickup on a truck pull, that guy drove right through. And Winamac did all they could to bring him down, and he just kept those legs going and drove right through. As Triton will take a timeout here, our first timeout of the ball game.
Timeout, Triton, their first.
Of course, tomorrow the girls will play Argus in the first game. Next on their next round of sectionals.
Triton Athletics Department.
They'll play the winner of that. Will play Triton Argus will take on Culver or West Central in the championship game tomorrow night at 7.
Equipment and supplies.
All right.
From the field to play and practice. Thanks again, Bane Welker, for supporting Triton Athletics.
Yep, we're good. Come forward.
But I don't know, whatever you did, I don't feel like I'm echoing anymore.
Yeah.
For providing our athletic training
okay.
services and our athletic trainer, Eric
But I mean, you kind of take a look at what this offense needs to do. You're down there, what are you saying to those guys if you're a senior trying to fire them up to go down and get some points on the board?
This is your last regular season game of your career if you're a senior. You don't want to go out on a loss. I mean, then this Winamac team, we always have good games against Winamac. They're always tightly contested. You hate losing those tightly contested games, as we saw last week. They want to fire them up. They want to use that. Yeah, a season ago, yeah. They want to use that to their advantage. They have a chip on their shoulder. Play like it.
Yeah, go out there and, go out there and make it work.
1st and 10 for Triton at the 50-yard line.
Tries going to split 2 wide receivers out. Shively back under center. Anthony Shoe in the backfield. That's where they're going to go with it. Anthony Shoe rumbles forward, hangs on that football. Good carry on 2nd down. First down.
Good push by the line there. The line seems to maybe figured something out. They're clicking now. They got that big push there.
4-yard line, gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
You got to believe Coach Bragg was in their ear in that timeout. I mean, in between quarters, this group has really stepped it up on this drive. 2 big runs. I mean, granted, the Shoe brothers just doing a great job running the football, and Anthony did a lot better job hanging on to that football.
Coach Bragg wants as close to perfection as you can get, and you have to love him for it. He wants these kids to be the very best they can on the line and everyone else on the team. He just wants these boys to win.
Anthony Shoe gets out, stiff arm, still on his feet, run, goes forward. Trent Fox forced him out with Kiefer.
Trey Shoe, the ball carrier.
Now bring up 3rd down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
They're going to move the chains.
That was a generous spot.
It is a 1st down.
So first down for Triton.
I thought he was at about the 38 and a half, 39-yard line. They gave him all the way to the 40.
So first down and 10. Trojans on the move. Been in Winamac territory in all 3 of their drives starting out of the ball game. Got to find a way to get some points on that board. Keep moving on down that on their side. Got to find ways to get points on the board. Shoe now goes forward, lowers his head, and drives right through the good push up front there from the guard play and those interior linemen.
To the 34-yard line.
Keep running that play until you can stop it.
They're doing a good job pushing around. As you kind of see there is the lineman, Logan Schultz, trying to direct and trying to talk to his guys up there to kind of get them directed and get where they need to be.
Caleb Lemler going to have to make a helmet swap, it looks like. Something must have broke on his helmet.
That's 2 weeks in a row. Cole Shively had a broken helmet last week.
Yeah, we didn't know that till after the game. Coach May informed us on that, and that's why that confusion happened. They had to take that time out.
Going to go again. Anthony Shoe, another good carry on 1st down, or 2nd down, rather. As 3rd down will come up. Just keep the ball moving.
Are they going to call him short this time?
He's going to be short, about a yard short of the play. So 3rd down and 1 coming up.
To the 31-yard line. Picks up 3 yards, 3rd and 1.
Lemler gets his helmet worked on down there.
Did Landon Lemler go in for Caleb there? I imagine if we saw him working pregame, switching in and out with Fairchild.
Yep, Landon's going to be the other book in there with Nate Amsden's. Good place to put him with no Caleb in there right now. And Cam Shively here at the left tackle spot. Quarterback keeper pushes the pile. Cole Shively rumbling forward and gets a good push on 3rd down. That interior offensive line has found their groove here in the 2nd quarter.
Picks up the 1st down.
Where's that, the 25?
At the 25-yard line.
So 1st and 10. That was a good play by Cole Shively. Just got right in behind Josh Lemler there. And then you had Farrell and Fairchild kind of collapse in. He just used those guys kind of like a snowplow and just pushed the pile.
Kept right
on moving.
That was a 6-yard quarterback sneak. How often do you see that happen?
Not very often, unless you're Cam Newton and can just big enough to push it.
Lemler's back in the game now at left tackle.
Anthony Shue hangs on the ball, still on his feet. And rumbling for another good carry on 1st down. 1st down and 2nd down carries. These guys are hanging on, but he's got to get that ball covered back up.
2 hands, big fella. 2 hands.
Shue picks up 7 yards.
So 2nd down and 3 coming
up.
up.
And at 2nd and 3 at the Warrior.
Like I said, really like what that interior line's doing a good job, really pushing the pile, really making them commit to that run. And if it's working, just keep with it.
They're now in the red zone again. Last time we red zone fumble, so they got to hold on to that ball down here when you have scoring opportunities.
Shively back under center. We're going to see a timeout here. Triton will call it there.
Their 2nd timeout.
Smart time. Smart point to put a timeout.
I think there was just some miscommunication. I don't think the play was called correctly or something happened. But
must have relayed it wrong. But hey, like I said, right now, like I said, so in a cold game, you played in cold games before. Brutal cold games, going back to the regional championship. How do you prepare for going out and playing in a cold game, minus wearing long sleeves and gloves? What is that like playing in a cold game like that?
It's definitely different because you're it's harder to catch your breath in the cold as it is in the heat. A lot of people like to run in the cold. I was not one of them. It's totally different because you start the season that first week. It's usually 90 degrees, 85 degrees out here.
Yep.
And you know it's coming, but you just dread it. You try not to think about it, really. You just got to block the cold out.
So I didn't mind working in the cold, but granted, I didn't have to run or anything like that. I wore coveralls and insulated boots and everything when I had to do my work out in the cold.
I tried to put the coveralls on. They wouldn't let me go out on the field like that. So
might have slowed you down a little bit. Shively back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Stepping into it. Amsden can't get there. That was a good play there by Trent Fox to get right inside there. And Shively kind of falling away when he threw it.
Let's watch this again here. Shively throwing off of 1 foot off of his back leg.
That was a good play by Trent Fox to undercut the receiver and go up and make a play for the ball. I mean, 2 big turnovers in the red zone for the Trojans here in the first 2 quarters.
Winamac has a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Not something you want to see on your first, especially when you get down the red zone. That's where you gotta control that ball in the red zone. 1st and 10 now for Winamac. They moved the ball well in their last drive. The Trojans had a big stop. As Compton goes to work out of the shotgun. Going to go to Clark. Clark up the middle, rumbling his feet forward, and the defense a little late. Good carry on 1st down there for Winamac.
Number 18, Hayden Clark, the ball carrier.
Last week we saw turnovers and some missed kicks were the difference in last week's game against Knox.
2nd down and 6.
So like you said, Trojans need to step up big. I mean, 2 big turnovers. You just got to have short-term memory and keep working forward. Going to have Jaden Jones in the backfield. Compton's going to go over to Trent Fox in the screen. There's that screenplay that Caden talked about earlier. You saw Amari Snyder
Number 35.
and Trent Amsden in on the tackle.
On the pass reception.
Tyler
Amsden. Sorry. Boy.
Trent Amsden, huh?
Trent, yeah, just start making up names again. Give it time.
4 yards to the 28.
Oh, boy.
It's
This
3rd
way.
and 2.
Big play here.
What?
Let's go.
The Cabrera's picked off pitch last week.
Oh,
That's that guy.
I was sitting there waiting for a replay all night long.
Quarterback.
you can
Compton
get it.
now.
You can get a replay on TritonChargers.org.
And a big play there by Cameron Fairchild and Jeremiah Farrell. They got the ball carrier. It was Jaden Jones on the carry.
Back to the 20.
They'll push him back. 4th down coming up.
And
That's going to send Heater back to kick away. Anthony Shue's going to kind of patrol there just past the 50-yard line, almost to his own 45. Coach Eunice talking to him. Here comes the pressure.
Oh, that's
kick,
sky high. That's coming backwards.
And that's going to go. That's going to roll out, and they'll take on. They'll take off from the Winamac 40-yard line.
Heater's punt is out of bounds.
As Heater's had a couple short punts there in the last couple. So big break on special teams as the defense gives them good starting field position.
Triton takes over 1st and 10 at the Warrior 40-yard line.
Best starting field position for either team today.
So Trojans need to find a way to get this offense moving in this cold weather. This is good deer hunting weather, though.
That's where my boss is tonight. He's out there deer hunting.
Shively. Gonna go to McIntyre. He's got some blockers. Hunter McIntyre still on his feet. The accelerator will get outside for enough for it's going to be close to a first down. It's good blocking up front. Watch him get up there. Fairchild laid a good block on the outside. Really sealed it.
Picks up
right
9
through.
yards to the 31, and it's
Call a
2nd and
hold on
1.
Farrell there. They could have, I said. He took kid to the ground.
Yep.
Missed call, but Triton will take it, I guess.
Lucky break. 2nd down and short coming up.
I imagine they're going to try to bleed this clock as much as they can with only 2:40 and some change left in the half. They don't want to give Winamac a chance to put some points up right before halftime.
As you saw there, Trey Shue just got another first down for the Trojans. They continue to convert. Getting fresh set of downs the
2
whole
yards
ball
on
game.
the run to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 Trojans.
And that's 79 on 8 carries, 79 yards tonight for Trey Shue. Young man's having himself an evening here in this first half. We're near the 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. McIntyre's got it, gets a blocker. He's still on his feet, pushing forward.
McIntyre.
2nd down and manageable coming up.
4 yards to the 25.
Picks up 4 yards to the 25, 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6. Line just getting a lot better push here.
Triton has held the ball more than Winamac here in this first half. Time of possession is really playing a factor because Triton, they're moving the ball. They're getting more opportunities to make big plays. Winamac has only had the ball for about 15 plays or so.
Trey Shue goes through, pushes his own blocker, gets up forward,
Shue back there.
but keeps his feet moving, gets positive yardage there. Minute 30 to go.
21-yard
To
line.
the 21-yard line. Another 4-yard gain, and it's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 now.
From here, if they don't get it, do you kick the field goal?
I'll have to. I mean, the wind's gone. You got Cole Shively, who's done pretty good kicking on the season, but he's been late there. But I mean, got to get a good push.
If they
up
can get a
front.
push up front on the field goal, I say you go for it. But let's hope they don't have to find that out. They
Shively
might.
don't get much on the carry there. Inside a minute, so the hurry-up offense has got to get going. With only one timeout left here in this first half.
It is 4th down and about a yard and a half.
No gain.
And I see Dominic in there. They're going to kick the ball.
They're going to let this go all the way down, 4th and 2.
Another 8 seconds before timeout here.
If you can't move the ball, I think it's worth the gamble of that. I mean, worst comes to worst, you come in deadlocked at
Timeout.
0 going into halftime.
Their final timeout of the first half.
But your guys up front have got to get a good push if they want to give Dominic Smith a chance to get that ball down and set well so Shively can get underneath that and get a good kick, as Cole Shively done a real good job kicking this season. It's the first pick. I haven't wrote it down.
I don't have that sheet.
Nope. Well, that's.
Yeah.
I only do one of those. Save paper.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Cole's done a pretty good job kicking the.
Print on the back of that.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Easy there. but I mean, Cole has got a pretty good leg on him. Now, if you're over here, and your head coach John Hendricks coming in, over 200 wins, and his time coming from Knox, do you try to ice the kicker here? I hate seeing that, but I think
I don't think he's gonna attempt that. I think he's just telling his guys, give it 100%, see if you can block this kick.
Kicks up. It's got the distance.
Got it.
And splits the uprights. Triton strikes first on a big Cole Shively 32-yard field goal.
38.
38-yard field goal.
7 yards for the snap, 10 more because goalpost pushed way back. Lonesome kicker, Adam Sandler. You ever listen to it?
Oh, my goodness. Shively, look there. You couldn't have split the uprights any better. Plenty of leg.
So 16
as Triton strikes first, 16 seconds left.
Triton 3, Winamac 0.
Good call there by Coach Eunice to kind of just slow it down and say, hey, put trusting in the freshman to go send that one through the uprights. Those 3 points may be big later in the ball game.
If you're Winamac, you can get it at, say, 20, you just take it any going to the halftime? I know we wouldn't, but
no.
We have to put ourselves in the coach's hat, not in the Madden hat right now.
I think you kind of want to kind of go regroup. I think if you're there on that Winamac side, I think you got to do that to kind of find a way to. They're just not moving the ball well at all. Triton's defense really stopping them on drives, big plays. Yeah, granted they got a couple good turnovers on Triton. For defensively, they're playing pretty well, but offensively, they're just sputtering all the way here from the get-go on their first 3 drives. As Cabrera has a chance to put that leg in that and go to the next level. Good kick there for Lucas Cabrera. As that one will be muffed.
Get down there. Oh,
he's still on his feet. He's got space. No one's going to be able to get there. Lucas Cabrera's the last man to beat, and Cabrera going to have to bring him down. Big carry, run and carry there for Sean Pratt,
Number 31,
the junior running back. Big play there as he got plenty of blocking.
Are they going to kick it?
They got Max Murray.
They
do have a senior kicker.
Junior
kicker, excuse me.
I don't see him out there. I think they're going to take a shot at the end zone.
So 3.2 to go. And a timeout for Winamac. As they're going to have a long talk to figure out what they want to do over there on that far sideline. But a big play for Winamac. They found a way on special teams to contribute. The special teams really stepped up big there. Got some good blocking there. Got through. That was some good blocking up front.
I think if I can put my 2 cents in here, the muffed kick forced Triton, not forced it, they got in their own heads. Oh, I want to go get that ball out of position, out of their lanes, and that's what hurt them there.
But right there, making the most out of nothing. They really capitalized, just really kind of caught them like deer in the headlights and went right down.
Lucas should try to hold him up for the last 3 seconds. I'm going to bring you down, just not yet. Hold on. Just hold on.
Hold on. So big play here coming up. 3.2 remaining here in the second quarter. Triton leads 3-0. Compton will work out the shotgun. He's going to have 2 wide receivers split to the left. Keep an eye here on the near side with Jaden Terry.
With this,
that wing back spot.
I want to watch a swing pass to the running back.
He's looking left. He's going to dial up. Trent Fox is all by himself. Shively gets the interception. It's out of bounds. Incomplete. Triton takes a 3-0 lead into halftime here at the Trojan Tundra on homecoming. As they take a break, we will too, and we'll be back after halftime on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
We'll watch it when we come back.
Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's halftime performance by the Spirit of Triton Marching Band. Band is under the direction of David Seal. Staff includes percussion, Charles Lawrence, color guard, Raquel Tootle, and drum major is Dylan Fear. Tonight will feature the best rock show you've heard on a football field. Drum major, is the Spirit of Triton ready? The Spirit of Triton!
Hi, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. Andrew Hare alongside Caden Atkins and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here at the Trojan Tundra. Trojans lead 3-0. Caden, we saw a first half in the first quarter where Triton did do a real good job up front, but they got a real good push in that second half. Just got to control those turnovers.
You hit it right on the head. Triton has held the ball for a majority of the time tonight against this Winamac team. Winamac has only had the ball for, I think, 16 offensive plays. If they can keep that up, Triton's in a good position to win this ball game.
And then you saw there at the end of that first half, Winamac got a big play on special teams after a muffed kick. I mean, you've seen a couple of muffed kicks tonight by them, and, you know, they got a big play off of that one. You got to watch the special teams to maybe have a big play here coming out of halftime.
And Triton kicks, I believe, to start this half.
Yep. As they'll send back, earlier we saw Jaden Terry and Braden Lynch were the two back to receive deep. So Cabrera now to send it away. It rained for a little bit. It looks like it's still spitting a little bit out there. That could play a big factor going forward.
Happy we're in here and not out there.
Hey, that's why I broadcasted. Once I figured that, I'm like, oh, I'm okay. I'll be up here. You guys can go out and play. Cabrera now to send it away. Deep kick going back. And that's going to be another muffed kick there as you're going to see Pratt take off and go again. He's going to get wound up and brought down in a hurry.
23-yard line.
Return from his own 12-yard line.
He got lucky the last time when he muffed that kick, but this time Triton did a good job keeping home to their assignments and brought him down.
Winamac takes over, 1st and 10.
So see what this defense can do. They can keep the playing true to their game. I mean, they've done a good job holding this Winamac offense.
I imagine Winamac's going to come out throwing the ball. They had success with that earlier in the game, throwing the ball, quarterback draws, stuff like that. We'll see what they do here.
Compton out of the shotgun, going to send Fox in motion. He's going to get the quarterback's going to keep it, and Nate Amson reads it and goes right through the blocker for the big takedown in the backfield. Big play there for Nate Amson. That's kind of the plays you want to see. That's going to fire up your defense. As he goes right through, it's Compton on the quarterback on the option play. Did it just pulled it out, but Nate Amson did a good job keying on the quarterback and going right through.
We've seen Amson get in there quite a bit today on a third down pass. Amson was able to get in there and disrupt the quarterback, cause an incompletion.
Nate, third leading tackle on the team with 37 tackles on the year. He's also been their leading sack guy as well. Compton looking left, going to go all the way across. Overthrows. We almost seen Hunter McIntyre get in there and get a piece of that one. Third down and long coming up.
Third down.
That's something you dream of as a safety back there. You just hope that
you just get one of those.
A lame duck coming your way. And
you get one of those, you just, hey, get it and go. And he had plenty of green in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go, 3rd down and 18 as Lynch and Fox be the wide receivers out left. You have Terry here kind of in the tight end spot, kind of on that wing back spot there as Compton works on the shotgun. Play action fake. Going to go up top. Lynch has got a beat on incomplete. Hunter McIntyre came in and made sure that one wasn't going to be completed. Turnover for Winamac.
Broken up on the play by number 4, Hunter McIntyre. 4th down.
That was still a good play. That's okay. A lot going on. So here we go. 4th and 18. Shoe back to receive. Heater to kick. Heater's kicks have kind of died. Just gets that one up. Probably his best kick of the night. Shoe's going to let it bounce. It's going to take a Trojan bounce, and Shoe's going to pick it up. Ooh, that was a risky play. Doesn't get much on the play as they saw the defender overshoot it. Ooh.
I imagine he's going to hear an earful from Coach Eunice when he comes off the sideline.
That's a huge gamble. You don't, you get away from that ball when it takes you to bounce your way. You get away from it. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the Winamac 48-yard line. Where Shively will go to work. Shoe and McIntyre in the backfield. Shively's going to keep it, and he's going to stay on his feet somehow and get a couple yards. Gets tripped up in the backfield, but uses that momentum, gets up forward. Good play by Cole Shively to kind of get a good second effort getting up there, moving the ball forward.
Picks up 2 yards to the 46.
This is Triton's second time starting in Winamac territory. 2 drives in a row, actually. Last drive ended in a field goal. So I said earlier today, field position is going to play a big part in today's game.
It is. And it's done. So thus far, Trojans have been in Winamac territory every single one of their drives.
If you take away that kick return from the right before halftime, Winamac has started at their own average of a 21-yard line. So
Bo Brand with the big defensive stop there, gets right through the line. 3rd down and long coming up.
Loss of 4, back to the 50.
They'll bring up 3rd and 12. They'll start right on the logo. So go to work. West Tabor over here as Lynch will shift over.
Amsden out wide. Watch a ball coming his way on a little curl route or something.
Shot, here comes the pressure. Drops down. Nobody. Looks like a screen pass that just didn't quite develop. McIntyre was there. So we'll see the second Lucas Cabrera punt coming up.
To McIntyre brings up 4th down.
Lucas can get another good. He's got pretty good space. Lucas has got a very good leg as the wind is picked up here in this second half. Blowing there from the west. He can get another one. He can pin you deep.
With the ball being wet because of the rain and the wet ground now. Ooh, there it is right there.
And Cabrera's got to keep it. He's going to try to get as far forward as he can, and he'll get back to almost the line of scrimmage as the high snap gives Winamac their best starting field position of the evening. Santa saw there, just too high. Lucas can't control it. And just got to take off. I think that was a smart play by him just to get forward, get as many yards as he can to not give Winamac very good field position.
He could have tried for a quick pooch punt or something, but in that moment, just tuck it and run.
So 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. So Russell Compton, junior quarterback, started all 3 years of his high school career. 2 wide receivers split off to the left side. Compton takes the snap, going to go to Clark, and they're going to work it back up the middle, trying a little misdirection as Terry gets a little bit of a carry there. 1 yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
So if I saw that correctly, he handed it off to the running back.
And then he handed off to Terry as he was kind of coming through a little bit. Like I said, that misdirection trying to throw him off. Fairchild, Caleb Lemler, Cameron Shively, Nate Amsden along the line. Cole Shively out right on the receiver. Cabrera, Farrell, West Tabor, Irvine, Amsden, and McIntyre. The rest of the unit out there for Triton. Clark gets sniffed out, hurry, and fumbles the ball. He might have got back on top of it.
That's Winamac ball.
Almost a big play there. Farrell was in on that one.
Both Westifer and Farrell jumped that snap
I believe Fairchild might have knocked that one loose. You figured out the replay.
Loss is back to the Winamac 47-yard line.
I don't know. I just deleted all the old clips.
Hey, we don't want me touching it. So 3rd down and 13 coming up. Hey, although we did get ready with 30 seconds to spare last night, so hey.
We were ready.
We were ready.
Never a doubt in my mind.
Oh, never, never. Compton now, 3rd down. We're going to get a flag on the play.
False start.
Looks like it might be false start on Winamac.
Illegal against Winamac. Delay a game.
Oh,
delay a game?
Move the ball back to the 42.
No, I didn't hit it in time.
So that'll move him back. 3rd down and
18, 17.
18 for him. So go from their own 42-yard line. Pratt's going to check in. Compton will go back to work. Going to have 3 wide receivers out to the left. Drops back, going to drop it on over to Clark. Clark now has some space, got some blockers. He gets the outside. He seals the side. Tyler Amsden, the last one to bring him down, and does.
Compton's pass.
Watch
Well,
this. This is just swing pass out to the running back. Good blocks all the way around. Bad angle by Hunter there. We've seen that 3-4 times now for the Trojans.
So fourth down coming up. If you're Winamac, I think you're going for it here.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be 4th and 4.
When Compton comes back out, they're going to go for a big play here on defense. This could be a pivotal moment here in this third quarter.
I think that line's got a pinch towards the middle on this play here.
Compton trying to draw the defense off sides, and Winamac will call timeout.
Timeout, Winamac. Their first timeout of the second half.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're on defense here, what are you looking for?
Well, we saw them try to draw off sides. That didn't work. I think if they're going to run it, they're going to run it up the gut. So I think that D line's got a pinch towards the middle of the field, middle of the line. And then those outside linebackers have to be responsible for that outside contain and the corners as well if they're going to try to swing it outside. But they've had success passing the ball. I think they'd pass it here if I were them.
The defense allowing 4 first downs off of fourth down conversions coming into tonight. Third down, gotten a lot better, 21 of 51. Only allowing 21 of those on the year. 41% of the time they allow a first down on third down. But, hey, they're holding pretty strong coming into this ball game as far as their fourth and third down conversions. So big fourth down coming up here as they're going to go back to punt it. But I wouldn't rule out a fake. I wouldn't rule out a fake.
To the up back might be my guess.
Compton's calling it out. Watch, he could take the snap and go. They're going to go back. They're going to send it away. Anthony Shue's got to play it. Oh, that one almost went off of Irvine over there on the far side. That was a close play. First down. 10 coming up for this offense who stalled there with good field position. Went backwards. See if they can get the ball rolling here in this third quarter as they lead 3-0. 7:37 to go here in the third.
34 yards on the punt. Triton takes over
first and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Second time tonight they've started from that 10-yard line. But they moved the ball really well, and that time they had it.
Yeah, I got all the way down to the Winamac 18, then threw that interception.
Shiva now goes to work.
What?
Oh.
Someone was on the
false start.
Illegal procedure against Triton.
Well, I guess you're going to do it. Go 100 mile an hour on it.
Yeah, A for effort.
F
F for execution.
First and 15.
So first and 15 now is a big Trojan penalty. I think that's their first one of the night.
I'm looking. Second
one.
They had a false start on their second drive. Picked up first down next play, though.
So first and 15. Shively goes back to work. Cabrera in motion. Going to go up to Trey Shue, and he just drives right through the blocker. 2 yards on the carry.
Flag down on the far side of the field.
Figured out the internet problem. Windows update.
What is that?
Sideline warning against Winamac.
Oh, so sideline warning against Winamac. What did you say?
The internet problem earlier?
Yes.
Windows update. I was downloading it.
Gotta love that.
No warning except when it came up and said, do you want to install and restart right now?
Good grief.
No thanks.
Typical Windows. So second and 12 now. Following the sideline warning from Winamac.
So was that a replay of downs or? Nope.
I'm going to say second down. Can it keep moving?
Trey Shue picks up 4 yards.
So second and 12 from their own 8-yard line.
To the 9. It'll be second.
Is Anthony Shue back there in the backfield? Cabrera and Westhaver out here, the 2 wide receivers to the left. Going to go right back up to Shue, and he'll rumble forward.
It's Anthony there.
Trey Shue out near the 14-yard line.
So Anthony gets a decent carry there. Is third down and long coming up.
I knew it was Anthony in pink gloves. That's how I'm telling them apart today.
Yep.
These jerseys, it's hard to tell.
Now,
see, he's starting to get our paint up here. Figure it out. You aren't frozen over there.
Well,
the man will not be able to read numbers.
Oh.
It's all easy when you're down the field.
Oh, no, it's not. You just know the guys in Greer on your team. It's
Shiley's got it. Or she's got it.
Lost it 2.
Lost the 2 on the play. Lucas Cabrera and company coming out to send it away. Right here, got to get that snap down. Because you can't afford a high snap in this position here because this is the worst spot than possible to do it. 4th and 6. Both teams forced to punt here in this third quarter. It's Farrell to snap.
This is a dangerous field position. Good snap.
Cabrera gets a good booming kick. That one's going to go down and goes past the 50-yard line. Here comes Farrell. They're going to let that take a Triton roll all the way down to the Winamac 40-yard line is where Compton will set up again on offense.
40-yard line. 46 yards on the punt.
Lucas, when he gets a leg in there and he's got the wind kind of somewhat to his back.
Winamac takes over.
Big kick there. So, hey, now you're on defense. You got to find a way to push back against this offense and force another third down to get that ball back on offense, to give that offense some spark to come out and do something.
Force a turnover. Punch at that ball. Pick off a bad pass. Do something. Get your offense some momentum because we just saw him go what ended up being 4 yards on 3 plays. So they got to do something here to help him out. Trips out here.
So we got trips out here the near side. Going to go to Fox. Low pass, incomplete.
Triton has to adjust on that on defense. They got to bring another guy out here or something because it's just Cole Shively 1-on-3.
Yeah. They got everybody else back there in the box. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Plenty of time in the play clock for Compton. He'll work out of the shotgun. Clark on his right hip. Going to keep it himself and run up the middle.
Cabrera had a good read on that. If he were to hand that off, that Cabrera's right there ready to bring him down.
Caleb Lemler held on to him, slowed him down. 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 6 yards, it'll be 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4. Here we go here. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Triton leads. As it rained there during halftime. I don't know if there's much more coming away.
I think it dropped like 10 degrees too.
I think it did. Had to bundle up a little bit for this one. Compton goes to Fox on the far side. He's got space and enough for a 1st down. Triton couldn't quite wrap him up. Big 3rd down conversion there. And as Winamac gets a new fresh set of downs in Trojan territory.
Trojan 48-yard line.
So 1st and 10 coming up.
Gain of 6 yards on the pass.
Defense, like I said, not just different intensity you see from a week ago.
I don't know if they just undermined this Winamac team or what the deal was, but
Compton on the keeper just goes right up into that 2nd level. And looks like Shiloh got lucky, didn't quite get called for an offsides.
Picks up 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 now. Looks like Shiley, he was just over the ball just a little bit.
what Mama don't know won't hurt her.
Compton now. Gonna go to Clark, he'll rumble forward.
Got 110 viewers.
Hey,
All right.
Hey, they're smart. They're watching from home where it's warm.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4 coming up. So if you're Winamac, is it 4 down territory the rest of the way? As where you're at on the scoreboard and the ability to move the balls they've had here in this third quarter.
Unless they lose 6 yards here, I'm going for it on the next down.
So Lynch will be here on the near side. Terry will be in the slot. Fox will be over there in that wingback spot to the left. Clark, the running back. Compton looking, going to go to Lynch. Incomplete.
Compton's pass intended for Braden.
It's him and Lynch were fighting for that one. And it looks like Hendricks is going to send the punt team out.
For the Warriors.
So 4th down.
At the Triton 42-yard line.
Anthony Shue will take his place back there to field this kick. As Heater gets ready to send it away. That wind is coming from the west pretty strong, a lot stronger than it was earlier. Farrell trying to get through to block it. Oh, he might have got a piece of it.
Ooh.
And it takes a Winamac roll down inside the 5-yard line. Farrell almost got a piece of that one. That was a real close play. Farrell got a good beat on the snap.
I don't know if I got it or
Got
not.
through. Just missed it.
Braden Heater's punt.
Lay out, don't lay up for that ball. If you're that close, don't reach up, lay out.
Lay out for it, yeah. Makes sense. So 1st and 10, deep in their own territory.
Triton takes over 1st and 10.
Field position battle. Winamac is winning this second half.
So 3.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Keeps going like this, I'm going to run out of lines on my paper.
Well, you got a blank side on the other side. That's why I leave it blank.
Oh, okay.
Think ahead.
52 yards on the punt.
Going to go to McIntyre. He runs into his own blocker, bounces back. Brought down there.
Yard.
McIntyre picks
By
up a
Logan
couple
Schultz
yards
in on the
to
tackle. The junior.
2nd
Their biggest lineman on the
and
roster.
7. 2nd and 8.
So 2nd down and 8 here for Cole Shively. Play clock down to 10. Going to go to McIntyre again, see if they can get him going as he'll go through.
Being this backed
As the
up,
linebacking crew.
I don't think Eunice is going to want to throw the ball here this deep. And we've seen Shively take some big sacks tonight, so I wouldn't be looking for that anytime soon here.
So 3rd and 5 now. As Butler checks in. He'll be the wide out here the near side. They're going to send Trent Fox out here on him.
First time Gavin's seen any action
High
tonight.
formation. Going to go to Trey Shue. Schultz in there on the tackle to bring him down. Now bring 4th down. Will be coming up as he can't quite get there.
Out to the 14-yard line, it'll bring up 4th and 1.
Trey Shue had good strong bit of running, just couldn't quite get through there.
You're so close, and you really want to go for it here. I know you do.
Yeah, but
Look who's in. They're going to do it. At least they're going to try to draw him off.
might as well. You got 3 timeouts. Shively trying to get him to go.
I
Don't know what happened is he'll get brought down, and Winamac is going to get to start inside Triton's 10-yard line.
The way it looks, I don't think Lemler is supposed to snap that ball. Because I saw every lineman stand up going, what just happened?
Yeah, I don't think that was going to happen. And Lemler comes off frustrated, knew what he did.
That's going to be
It's
gonna be big.
10-yard line.
So that gives Compton good starting field position, about as good as it gets on the Triton 10 to the
Yep.
10-yard line.
Wow. That's the risk
So-
of even putting them out there.
Yep. So Trojan defense need to stand tall here. That front seven's got to get a good push. Compton's got it. He'll go forward. And he's still on his feet, and I think he's going to have enough for 5-yard
yards.
carry.
Picks up 5 to the 5-yard line.
So 2nd down and goal now.
2nd and goal.
Defense has got to find a way to get it to open up some so those linebackers can get through to get a. They've stood tall in some big moments. We'll see what they can do here.
Winamac is just firing off the line. They're getting whatever they want offensively up front. Something's got to change for Triton.
Compton going to go to Fox, and he'll get stopped on the carry and pushed back.
Number 35, Trent Fox, the ball carrier.
So 3rd and goal coming up inside the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Seems to be, if they're going to run it with Compton, that's where they're having their success. Because right now, with these running backs, they have nowhere to go. But it seems with Compton, he's got another lead blocker. He can get through there. Maybe he just has better vision with that ball.
A better vision, and Compton's a good runner in that quarterback spot. Does a real good job. Like I said, he got a good vision, and he's got those blockers up front, but he's made guys miss getting through everywhere too. So, and when he comes out of the shotgun, keep an eye here. There could be a Compton run coming up.
That'd be
he's a drop back to pass.
Get
Tries
there,
to
Lucas.
go too high. Lucas Cabrera on the coverage, too high for Trent Fox. Fourth down coming up.
Do you kick it?
Well, you got Max Murray, who was drilling him earlier. Yep, and I think that's what they're going to do.
Let's go win.
And the wind started. So Max Murray, the junior lefty kicker.
Maybe we'll get a hand on it or something.
From the 6. Get out of there.
From the 6. Well,
23-yard attempt right now.
try to keep my foot underneath the cord.
Well, I keep moving. It's on me.
So here we go. 4 seconds on the play clock. Snaps down, holds good. And
He got
that
it.
one will split the uprights. Nodder up at 3 as we're going to go into the fourth quarter with a 3-all ball game. The Trojans will see their second kickoff return of the night.
23-yard field goal there from the 6.
Uh-oh, card
Oh,
fall.
that's not good.
Fed it too much.
Max Murray, 23-yard field goal.
So as we said, tomorrow from the Trojan Trench, we'll have Triton and Argus first game of the day.
10:30.
10:30, as we'll have that one for you. I believe Coach Perry will be back, and it was great having her last night. I love having Coach on the.
She teaches me a lot.
I think I learned more listening to her talk than watching any Big Ten broadcast for volleyball.
When we got home, we were watching West Virginia and Kansas State girls play last night on ESPN.
I was watching a baseball game, so.
I see where your priorities are.
Well, I understand, but
Don't worry, it might be the same place.
we haven't been there in a while. I mean, up 3-1. And Kershaw, they owned him last night. So Max Murray now to kick it away. Anthony Shue back to return.
Single safety.
Do you get cute with it and try something?
No, there's enough game left. Kick it deep, I think.
So the wind just went away somewhat. Murray, line drive kick, going to go back to Shue. It's going to be over his head. Wisely lets it go. Smart move by Anthony Shue to see that, pull his hands down. As with 8.4 to go, Cole Shively will lead that offense back out. They'll get started from their own 20-yard line. I think this drive is going to be a big pivotal for this offense. They've got to get a push up front. Those linemen have got to open up things for the running game. They did well in the second quarter, but they got to find a way to get everybody going.
I think you got to start trying to throw quick passes out to either the wideouts or Cabrera or Nate Amston. Do something. Change it up.
Like I said, you get a guy out there giving their receivers plenty of cushion, expecting the run.
I was a wide receiver, so I want to pass the ball all the time, but
I hear you.
That's just me.
Cabrera in motion. I believe
they're going to get a false
start. Get a false start on the offensive line. Penalties have hurt the Trojans in their last two drives.
And it'll be 1st and 15.
Back them up 5, 1st and 15. Here we go.
Third false start now for the Trojans.
So we'll see what Coach Eunice draws up here for this first down. See what they can do to maybe pick it back up those 5 yards and more. Lemler to the center to snap it to Cole Shively. Shue in the backfield. Shively's going to throw it. Plenty of time. And the defender's going to go right up against there. Westhaver didn't really have a play as he was kind of trotting slow. You knew where that ball was going to go. Kind of watch me at the top of your screen. That ball gets there. Kind of slows down, but you see the defender really get there and make a play on the ball. As Trent Fox was in on there, Lynch reached up there and just got a hand on that ball.
Yeah, he timed it right. Keegan just didn't jump. Keegan, he waited for the ball. He didn't go up to get it. He didn't high point the ball.
And especially when you're kind of in this moments of the game, you want to go attack these. You want to fly to that football, especially on a contested catch like that. Shue's going to get it still on his feet as Winamac will force a third down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. Threes all the way around. And this tightly contested Hoosier North Athletic Conference matchup. As we saw earlier, Judson and Pioneer were playing tonight. That'll be a big game there. Judson pulls off an upset. They'll have a share of the title. Pioneer was up 8-0 towards the end of the first quarter, but Caden's going to look her up here. Next week, the Trojans will be hosting Cherubusco in that first round of sectionals. This Pioneer's pulling away 26-0 now.
And LaVille is beating Culver 28-0 now. Another HNAC game.
So like we said, we'll be hosting Cherubusco next week, taking on undefeated Fairfield tonight at home. And sectionals, it's hard to believe it's sectional time already. And the rain is really coming down now.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
I wonder why the cheerleaders dispersed.
look down there, they just scattered. It's like,
I guess I can get my camera out of the window there.
It's like turning on the lights at a really bad hotel. They scatter. So that football is going to be slippery. That field's going to be slippery the rest of the way out. And it's Fairfield leading 18-6 over Cherubusco.
11 to go in the game.
And this Winamac team will be taking on South Central next week. Their first game of sectional play.
Well, I guess they just scattered to get their coats.
Trojans line up with a third and 12 with their own 18-yard line.
Unscatter. Lights are turned back off. Nate Amsden here on the near side. 3rd and 12. As they'll work into the wind the rest of the way out. McIntyre in motion. Going to go back up to Trey Shue. He rumbles forward. Decent carry on 3rd down, but not quite enough. It's 4th down coming up. Here comes the punt group.
25-yard line.
As Lucas Cabrera is going to need a good kick to get this one across. As Lynch and Terry will go back to return for the Warriors. Cabrera to kick now. It's a good catch on that one. Sends it away. Good kick past the 50. Lynch is having a backpedal. Muffs the punt. There's Jeremiah Farrell. He's got it. He's going to find Payton. First touchdown following the muffed punt. That has been the story for Winamac all night. The receiver has touched it. Muffed kick all the way through. He cannot return one. But a big play there. You can't just learn for Don. You cannot return a muffed kick. And Lynch obviously touched it. Triton's going to take over deep in Winamac territory. That was a good job by Jeremiah Farrell to key in there. Use those instincts to get through.
Yeah.
Because that ball changed directions. He stopped and tried to look for it.
I think I got it. I don't know.
As you kind of watch here, Cabrera gets a great kick. And you watch there, watch Lynch, number 7, right there on your screen, goes to touch it.
Oh,
yep,
yeah,
he touched it. And Farrell picks it up.
25, we believe.
Looks like the 25-yard line's where it's where he touched it. 4th. They're going to have a long conversation here. They're going to give the ball right back to Winamac. The Trojan faithful don't like that one. How do you give back a muffed kick?
Why would he?
Wheeling on the field.
I guess I just don't understand why.
How do you give back a muffed kick? That is confusing to me.
At the 32-yard line.
How do you give back a muffed kick?
At their own 32.
It's all right. And I got the Trojan team, the Trojan faithful, all defrosted. They're noisy now. Fox going in motion. And they got right back and brought Compton down. The defense is fired up following the.
Oh, I would be too after that call.
I'd be out for blood. I'd hate to be anybody on that Winamac offense right now.
We're not officials or anything, but I mean, wow. This is just going to fire up the Trojan defense. They're going to get in there.
As the fans are all fired up.
Could have used this in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Farrell brings up 2nd and 15.
As they're getting a little noisy over here, and honestly, been tonight. 2nd down and 15 following the loss on the play. Compton's going to go back, rolling right. Has to step in, goes across, overthrows. Intercepted! Amari Snyder jumps in front of that one and brings it back. Compton throws the pick in a pivotal spot. Nice play by Amari Snyder. Watch him jump right in front of here. As you see, Compton steps in, overthrows, and Snyder just got in front of Lynch, boxed him out. Gets in front, intercept that one. Triton takes over.
Ball was intercepted at the 45-yard line of Winamac. Trojans take over.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the Winamac 45-yard line. All the momentum with the Trojans as Winamac trying to get set on defense. Shively takes the snap, going to go to McIntyre. He's got some space. He'll go through a little bit of a hole, closes quickly as Clarkson on the tackle. Boy, the penalty defrosted me. I was getting a little cold up here.
Picks up a yard to the 44, 2nd and 9.
So 2nd down and 9 coming up. Shoe will come off. Trace shoe, rather.
Triton has to take advantage of this field position they have here.
Got to use that momentum. 10 minutes to go. You got to use that momentum and go down and find a way to get more points on that board. Shively's going to go to Anthony Shoe, and he'll go forward.
Number 22, Anthony Shue, the back there.
3rd down coming up.
Picks up 4 yards to the 40.
So 3rd and 5. So like I said, the offensive line is going to have to get a really good push here on this 3rd down. This is a drive where these guys are going to have to buckle down and let's play some big boy football going forward.
This is a big 3rd down here.
Looking to get set, 10 seconds on the play clock. Shively gets him set, 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Going to go to Anthony Shue, and he's blown up in a hurry. As Clark in there on the tackle, 4th down coming up.
He wasn't touched. He just ran right through the hole. Met Shue there. Do you punt the ball here?
I think you trust your defense, but because they've made big plays here in this second half.
Let's go, hustle, hustle, hustle.
Big 4th and 4.
So 4th and 4 now.
Winamac out of position. Someone's going to take a timeout. It's going to be Coach Eunice, I believe.
Triton takes the timeout as Coach Eunice will talk it over as the line was slow to get set.
Winamac's line wasn't quite set yet either. I thought Winamac might have been taking that timeout.
It's kind of what I thought, all the confusion on both sidelines. As Coach Eunice, mad scientist, 4th and 4. What do you do here, Caden? I mean, you've been in this position before.
This is a tough call. This is a really tough call. Personally, I'm not going for it, but if you are going to go for it, I'd probably give it to Trace Shoe up the gut. We've seen him have the biggest runs. He has the most rushing yards today, so I think you work your workhorse, but he's not even in the huddle right now. So,
I mean, you kind of look, like I said, to me, it's just, boy, it's a big gamble if you're going to go across, but Coach Eunice, if anybody's going to fire you up, it's that guy.
He's telling him to be calm down there in that huddle. He's not trying to get them all riled up because he doesn't want a false start or, have a mishandled snap and lead to another field goal, so.
Even when Rodney talks quiet, you still want to run through a brick wall for him. Just saying. I think we're going to, Shively's still out there. It did.
Here we go. Big play.
Shively trying to get him to jump. Winamac staying put. Going to go to Anthony Shue on the outside. Ain't going to be able to get there. Winamac stops him on 4th down.
Shue tackled for loss back at the 40-yard line.
And Winamac takes over. It's good field position. 8.5 to go in the ball game. We're all knotted up at 3.
Take over on downs.
And that's why I don't.
And like I said, defense here, this is going to be one of their – I mean, they've done their job of slowing down this Winamac offense.
Trips right.
Look to Compton to go the flat here.
Yeah. The running back,
Yep, right there the flat. And that was a forward pass. They're going to say it was a forward pass.
I think it was just on the line. They're not going to call that either way. Did you get that, Orion? Here we go.
Watch here. Yeah, that was thrown out. That was backwards. He was a good 2 yards behind the quarterback. So when he stepped, looked back and threw.
Second down.
Winamac gets a break there. 2nd and 10.
The Triton
Another
fans
questionable call.
Triton fans are letting the refs have it right now.
False start right there. Is Fairchild will get in there and wrap him up.
Tyler Hampton in there as well.
But, I mean, you look at, Winamac's gotten 2 big calls from the officials on the muff kick. They got the ball back, and then you look around and you look there, a backwards pass.
No gain on the play. 3rd and
But I guess
10.
we're up here. I got to quit being – if I want to officiate, I guess I better go to class, I guess.
Yep, get your license for
Get
it.
my license for it. Compton go to work out the shotgun. Got one wide receiver out far to the right.
Going to go under center. Pass.
Going to drop back.
Get there, Cubby.
Oh, they're going to – the defense stands tall. Caleb Lemler came across on the outside, got his hand on him, slowed Compton down enough to get that second push from the defense. Watch here. Lemler reaches up, gets a hold of that throwing arm. He had a hold of his sleeve on the throwing arm.
Westerfer had him as well there. Give them both half a sack.
Have a sack on both those guys here. 2-yard loss, 4th down. 7.5 to go. Heater to kick, Shoe back to receive. Now Heater has some kicks, not quite go as far as he'd like. Compton.
He's been hit or miss really back there.
Farrell's trying to get through. Farrell almost gets there again. High kick. Shoe is going to take it. Hangs on tight, still on his feet, goes out to the far
2
sideline.
hands on the ball.
And he'll get hit hard.
35-yard line.
And he'll start right there at the 35 is where he'll start. Farrell, he needs, like you said, needs to lay out. He needs to quit trying to go up and lay out for it. He's about half a step away.
And it's hard to, think that real time.
Yep.
I mean, you're trying to think, ball's coming up on the punt, you want to put your hands up, but if you put your hands out, you can reach further than that.
And you can rough the kicker or run that risk. So big drive here for the Trojans.
False start.
They're going to get a false start as they've
I think that was Caleb.
Customary for these guys their last 3 drives.
Illegal procedure against Triton, 5-yard penalty. Moves the ball back to the
1st and 15 from their own 25. No, from their own 30.
This is their 3rd 1st and 15 in their last 5 drives. Every other. Can't have that if you want to win football games.
I mean, especially when you're going to play a Cherubusco team that can move the ball. You got to be able to answer on that scoreboard.
Give it to Westford on a slant route down here on the bottom of the screen.
McIntyre goes, going to go back to Cabrera. He's trying to bounce up inside as he got wrapped up there. In on that tackle down there, kind of got a hold of his feet, was Zane Bell. He's been active tonight. 2nd down and long coming up.
Loss of a yard back to the 29. It'll bring
2nd down and 16.
16.
Should just mirrors time, standing still this half comparatively.
Yeah.
That first half felt like it was done in 15 minutes.
Oh, it was on fast forward.
Farrell's on our right side. Watch for him to maybe pull left. Pass play.
Shiley back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Going to step into it. Picked off there by Compton. Big turnover there for the Trojans as Winamac will take over inside the 50-yard line. You watch here, Shively. He did step into that one, just a little too much air underneath, and McIntyre too far back, and Compton was there waiting on it.
Compton tackled immediately. The Warriors have a first.
As the air has gone out here on this Trojan sideline, 6:04 to go. Winamac's got the ball. Both teams throwing interceptions here in this second half.
Shively has 2 on the day now. That was his second interception.
Compton's going to go the quarterback sneak and just push right forward and go 6 yards.
Compton quarterback sneak up the middle.
It's effective. Run it till they stop it.
6 or 7 there on the carry.
Picks up 5 yards.
5
to
yards.
the 43-yard line.
I felt like it was further than that.
Second 5.
So here we go, 5:40 to go. Feel like lower scoring contest. This has been one.
This is my least favorite type of thing right now. 3-3.
Defense needs to set. Fox now going to get on the outside. Triton now needs to seal it off. Fox still on his feet. He's still going forward. And he'll get a big carry all the way up inside the 20-yard line. Winamac on a roll.
Down to the Triton.
The Trojans last week had that lead until the fourth quarter where Knox drove right down
Gain of 20
and took
on
it
the
away
run.
from them. Winamac getting good push here on this late drive.
There was no one there for outside containment. He had a free blocker, free roamer out there. There was no one there.
So Clark
For either team, right?
and like there, Compton's just going to push forward.
Compton, the ball carrier.
He'll push right into that pile. As the rain's gone away, but the wind's picked up.
Picks up
But for
4
Winamac,
yards
it's
to
to
the
their backs.
19. It'll be 2nd and 6.
5 minutes to go.
They've got a good junior kicker down there. If they get stopped here, I imagine they kick the ball, try to take the lead.
Compton back underneath. They're going to go back to Fox on the outside. They're going to go with that same play. He's got plenty of space and blocking. Gets through. Late flag on the play.
They're going to call holding. Tyler Hampson was getting held this whole way. He was pulling on his jersey. We'll see.
Race the yards. Holding on Winamac. Moves them back. As you'll see here, watch Hampson top of your screen.
Penalty.
Oh, just, yep, held right onto him and then, yep.
Foul.
That'll move him back. Second down and 11.
Triton accepts the penalty. Ball will be spotted.
So right here, you're the defense. You got a gift there from the penalty. You got to find a way, like I said, force that turnover, get in there, and disrupt the play as much as you possibly can. Second down and 12 now coming up.
We're under 5 minutes to go in the game now.
If you're anything, you're the defense. You want to get a good push, keep them going backwards, so don't give Murray a chance to give him anywhere near his range.
They must not have threw that flag on Tyler getting held because they threw it up there at the.
And Compton on his feet, rumbling forward, still on his feet. And Compton's going to get the late touchdown from 25 yards out. Winamac takes the lead.
Russell Compton, 25 yards.
Had blocking, and he just showed off that strength and kept right on going. Just watch here, just goes right through the defense. Got a block there, loses the defender, still on his feet. Stiff arms Cabrera and walks right in, 25 yards out. Winamac a chance to go up by 7 here. Murray to kick. Max Gerhardt, the freshman, to hold. Snaps down, holds good. Murray's kick. We'll split the uprights. Winamac takes the lead 10-3 with 4.5 to go.
27 seconds remaining.
Trojans back-to-back weeks find themselves trailing in the fourth quarter after holding the lead for the most of the game.
Winamac scoring drive.
Let's look at Triton's possessions this half. They've had it for minute 30, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute. They can't hold on to the ball. If you don't have the ball, you can't move the ball down the field. They're getting no push up on the front anymore, and they're false start. Sorry, that's backing them up 5 yards. Start each drive. They're starting to get sloppy out there, and if they expect to win this game, they got clean themselves
up. And then
up.
you saw Coach Eunice, and like I said, that Times Union article has really said you gotta watch. I mean, they got to contain Compton because he'll make you pay on the runs, and he showed off right there in that drive. Just kept right on going, and then enough time went by. He took off and went. Murray to send it away. Shoe back to return. And still drive this kick down to Anthony Shoe. Shoe will come up. He's got to run back and trail it down. Takes off inside his own 10. Shoe on his feet. Trying to get away from the defense. Still going. Anthony Shoe still going. He's still on his feet and going. They're blocking the back. Going to be called on Dominic.
He didn't touch him. I don't think Dominic pushed him in the back. I think he was just there, and the kid kind of fell. We'll watch here.
Watch as he kind of cuts up field here. Be kind of here to the right of your screen. I don't think we got it.
Right there.
Blocking the back against Triton.
So that'll march him back on the good return.
Penalty from the spot of the foul.
Anthony Shoe fired up.
18,
and quickly learned what happened.
That 25-yard touchdown run by Compton was the longest play for Winamac today.
Well, came at an opportune time as they drove right down and scored. Triton's offense, we'll see what they've learned this season. They can go down and find a way to tie this back up. 4th and 15, the way the offense has moved the ball here in the second half. Cole Shively needs to step into those throws if he's going to pass that ball. First and 10 from their own 18. Shively under center. Goes back. Goes to Trey Shoe, and there's the face mask. 2 penalty flags fly in.
They're both on the same thing. They came at the same time.
He was trying to get some of those yards back that they got from the block in the back. 1st and 10. Let's see what they're going to do here. You'll see the personal foul, the face mask.
Face mask against Winamac.
It's a big penalty, 15-yard penalty, so that'll move them all the way up to the 33-yard line. Andy did math. Did you see that?
I know, I'm proud of you.
Oh, 34. So Trojans, that block in the back gives them some yards back. So the face mask by Winamac moving them forward.
Ball spotted. At the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10.
First down, Trojan.
Their own 35. I thought I did math right.
Yeah, they were at the 18.
4 minutes ago, Shively takes the snap. Going to go back to throw. Plenty of time. Steps in. Westhaver's got to come back and makes a play on the ball. Good job by Keegan Westhaver to go back the ball. Compton slow in coverage. Couldn't quite get there.
Pass reception from Shively.
That ball just held up in the air a long time.
21 yards on the pass play.
As Westhaver trails back, Compton didn't quite get there in time.
That's a scary throw there.
Ball spotted at the Winamac 44.
That's a flashback to that 2015 year when Manning's throws weren't as crisp and he throws the ball. It's like, is he going to get there? Oh, boy.
It's a
big play on offense.
Big play. I believe it's the
McIntyre
longest.
going in motion. He'll work back, and McIntyre's got some blocks. McIntyre decent carry on first down.
To the 40-yard line. A 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6 coming up.
Down to 3 minutes to go in the final quarter.
2nd and 6. Caleb Lemler, Fairchild, Josh Lemler, Farrell and Shively, the 5 along the line. Play action fake. Here comes the pressure.
Get rid of it.
Shively's got to get rid of it. Steps in. Oh, that one gets tipped, but he'll go out. He'll throw it out wisely. Gets rid of it. It was going to intended for Nate Amsden.
Incomplete pass. Be 3rd and 6.
As they say in Madden, it's the best pass thrown out of bounds where the kids can't get it. But he had a receiver there kind of in the area, so 3rd down and 6. 4 down territories. Don just said over here to our right.
He gets it.
Here we go, 3rd and 6. Shively going to go back to throw again. Lemler Shiley steps into it. Westover trying to get position and can't quite get back on Lynch. As those two were fighting for position. Westover had the ball in his hands, couldn't reel it in. 4th down coming up. As this right here could be the ball game.
He's losing that battle one-on-one every single time. We've seen it on this end. We've seen it down here in the red zone. He just can't seem to get around him.
Tough play there for Keegan. It's 4th and 6. This could be the.
This could do it right here.
This could do it right here.
With only 2 timeouts left for Triton and their ability to not be able to stop Compton's running.
Shiley back to throw. Here comes the pressure here from the near side. Has to step into it. Just throws up a prayer. There's Lucas Cabrera and hangs on to it. Triton back in the red zone following the big play as Cole Shively threw that one. He laid up a prayer, and it was answered by Lucas Cabrera. But you saw him here, Lemler doing a good job against the lineman. He just steps in and flings that ball as hard as he could.
That's a great job by Cabrera, able to come back to that ball.
And lost Kiefer there. He had to kind of get away from him. Gets back in. Big play there. 1st and 10 now from the Winamac 14-yard line. 2.5 to go.
Trace Shoe.
Shively going to go to McIntyre. He's trying to get blocking up front. McIntyre still on his feet. Trying to drive forward. McIntyre. Big carry there as he'll run forward. Almost a 1st down. About 8 yards on the carry.
9, I believe. They're at the 14.
McIntyre to the 6-yard line. Picks up 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
Is that again that Andy was right, Caden? Boy,
hey,
I'm undefeated.
I was going off of the monitor.
Oh, now.
The monitor math was correct.
I went to the eye doctor today. These puppies are back.
Is that all it took? You need new glasses to do math?
Well, didn't need new glasses. Just need assurance that the glasses are working, I guess. 2nd down and 2 now. Inside 2 minutes to go.
Ooh. Where are you going with it? Trace?
I think you're going to the diesel here. Shively going to go to McIntyre. McIntyre had a big run the last time. He'll be close. Might have got a yard on the play.
We'll give it to him on my sheet here.
So 3rd down and short coming up. Big one here with 1.5 minutes to go.
Play brings up 3rd and 2.
It's pay dirt or bust here the rest of the way out.
I'm giving it to Trace. I said it last time. I'm giving it to him again here.
I think the diesel's warming up. He needs to drop that head and go right in. Winamac going to stack the box on that far side. Trey Shoes got it. The big man runs in for the touchdown. Triton draws back in within 1. Minute 7 to go in the ball game. The diesel finds pay dirt. Watch him here, just drops his head, finds a hole, and just goes right in there.
Good block by McIntyre to hold up that linebacker who was in there on the blitz. Big
shoe goes in almost untouched.
It's not over yet. Hold on. We got an extra point to kick here.
And a timeout for Triton as Coach Eunice is going to have a word now.
Well, here I got the
so you see the
schedule for
Winamac. You see they're trying tonight. They'll take on South Central next week. There's sectional. And Orion throws up Triton's there as you see Winamac or tonight, and then Cherubusco next week to open up sectional play with wins against South Central, Caston, Culver on the season. Like I said, that heartbreaker last week.
Let me check Cherubusco game.
I guess I could throw the.
So you see the sectional lineup.
24-6, Cherubusco.
As the winner of the Busco Triton game will take on Adams Central or Fremont, the winner of that one. Southwood, that's kind of my pick to find their way to Indianapolis in 1A. That Southwood team's impressive. Extremely impressive.
And it is too late to get tickets to next week's game because the school will be closed next week for fall break.
Oh. Hope Kinsey got her tickets.
If she didn't.
She'll be watching our live stream.
Yep.
Ooh, they're going to go for 2.
That's kind of where I was going with it.
Ah!
I don't know if I want to watch. Analytics guy can at least do that. Play-by-play guy's got to watch this. Golly. Shively now. It's going to go with a mishandled snap, and that's the ball game. That's it. Winamac's going to squeak out of here with a 10-9 victory following the fumble on the 2-point conversion.
So with 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
It looks like he was going to go to Trey Shoup just to mishandle the handoff.
Onside kick here.
Like I said, that's your only hope is that onside kick, but you got to be able to move the ball if you can recover it.
What do we want?
Do you have the replay?
Let me see.
Yeah. And Clark had a good release off that near side. Got across the right side of that line, got back there.
Ooh, I think I'm kicking that ball. As aggressive as I could play it, I think I'm kicking that ball. Just because
Play for overtime.
Your lack of timeouts and the lack of time left on the clock. Now, if the time's over, yeah, go for 2 all you want. But, I mean.
So here we go. This onside kick could be it. As Conley's out there.
Conley's going to kick the onside.
The kick.
On this, it looks like he's going to come to our near side with Farrell, Westerfer, Cabrera, Tyler Amsden, Amari, and Gavin Butler.
Right here's the ball game.
Or do you kick it to the 35 down here? Look over here.
I think I'm going right here. I'm going right at 31 if I'm going to kick that ball. He's muffed every kick tonight. Compton's got it. That's it. Winamac's going to release here. 5th win on the year for them, 10-9. They're going to escape here as they'll probably go out and kneel it and run out the clock.
Russell Compton.
Like I said, I think you're going 31 on that one.
Warriors 1st and 10.
But that's that next level. So Triton's going to fall to – they're going to fall to 3-5 on the year. So they'll get ready to face a Cherubusco team that will come into 4-3 next week here at the Trojan Tundra for opening game of sectionals as Compton goes out. And so he'll get ready to kneel it here. Or he'll just push it forward. Barring any big thing happening on defense, this is all but over. Unfortunately for the Trojans, had the lead in the first there at the end of the first half. Winamac goes down and scores, and then both teams finding pay dirt here in the fourth quarter late. Triton just couldn't quite handle the snap right there on that second down or that 2-point conversion. All but sealed it for them.
Triton uses their final timeout.
Hindsight's 20/20, but I just can't. I'm kicking that ball. I don't know.
I mean, maybe in a couple of situations where you punt it instead of going for it, trying to force it down, and coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know, but for this group, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and get ready for Cherubusco because they're going to have to find a way to dig back deep and learn how to play in the cold because Cherubusco's coming and they hit.
They're going to have to play much better than they did tonight if they want a chance against Cherubusco.
They need to find a way to dig back in and play like they did against Knox and Culver to have that chance against Cherubusco. In this group, they've worked so hard. The line played a lot better last week, but tonight, Winamac, just like I said, they had them on the running game. They big plays. They made plays when they counted.
2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
There's victory formation here for the Warriors. That'll all about do it.
I have to do it one more time.
Like I said, you're going to go into a Cherubusco team that, like 4 wins on the year for them, and they played some decent teams.
It'll be 3rd and 10.
Is that all? But like I said, one more kneel here will end it. Tomorrow we'll have Triton and Argus to open up at 10:30. Coach Gail Perry will be back with us on the broadcast, and me and Caden and Orion will be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for that one.
I got to give you some money and bring some donuts.
Oh, there you go.
Is there a donut place?
There's a donut place. Don't worry, I'll sneak in there.
You had Wabash Donuts?
Oh,
right
yes,
there?
that's where I'm going.
Yes.
That's where I'm going. Dude, I don't mess around when it comes to food. You know better than that. So that'll end it here at 10-9. Winamac wins on a late touchdown and an extra point, and the failed 2-point conversion sealed it for Triton. As this group here He's got a lot of growing up to do in 7
Short
days.
time. Yep.
So with that being said, until next time, Trojan fans, I'm Andy O'Hara with Caden Atkins and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here at the Trojan Tundra. Winamac wins 10-9. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.